Good morning, YouTube. This is Tom Negotiating with Jesus, doing my much more rare videos. I was trying to do them every day except Sunday. I've missed many. I continue to practice. I've got 2 open mics that I'm going to try and attend regularly. So playing in front of people, still solo. So that means I have to rely on my own skills and personality, which has something to do with it. I actually like the spotlight. I haven't earned the spotlight. So when I go, I'm not necessarily going to get a call back. I've also noted that I've seen some of the performers who I'm competing against. And there is a level of average players who go out and play in small places and just they open the door or open the stage to you, open mic, and they will play because fun. So I'm going to try and get in that community, not because giftedness, remarkable talent, but because achieving a certain level and fun. This is a great joy to share music. So today I did my exercises. I'm getting a little better at this. So this is Aaron Jackson. He is a bluegrass guy. I don't know that I'll fall into bluegrass. I liked the exercises. So I'm doing exercises. I'm going to continue to do that. I want you to know that ultimately I would like the channel, the content that I put out, to be more than guitar. I feel like guitar is useful. So you can hit a level of subscribers that is way beyond my talent. So, but ultimately, this channel is called Negotiating with Jesus. I'm Tom. I have a whole life of things. I have to have a job. I have to work, even into retirement. I absolutely am not the kind of successful planning person that I've ever made money, that I've ever saved money. And I have a small nest egg. One false move and it will be gone. And I'd like to preserve it as best as I can, that I can give my children something. I want to step up. You want to do a little better than your parents. So ultimately what I'm saying is my life is multiple things. I'd like the channel to be guitar because I think music is the way you can change the world. And it's going to have a local impact. You've got to think local. And then I do actually care about church things. I care about exercise. As an older guy, exercise has become part of this morning routine where I wake up and I am an early bird. I love waking up. I put on my Bible app. I listen to 10 chapters, Professor Horner's Bible reading system. So while I'm making coffee, I'm doing my morning duties, and then I do a breathing exercise. So that's Wim Hof, who all of a sudden Wim Hof is getting flack because maybe 30 people have died of the millions who have found ice baths and breathing techniques to be useful. A few have died. Doing what he said does not recommend. So you don't do these techniques while you're driving. You don't do them while you're in water. The breathing technique is simply get into a place where you can be comfortable, your bed, a couch, a chair, and you'll do some breathing. So I do that, then I do morning exercises. Meanwhile, my Bible app is playing. While I'm doing breathing, I'm listening to 10 chapters of the Bible, Professor Horner's reading system, something like that, Bible reading system. Exercise. I have found that exercise is changing me. I couldn't do a burpee, which is going down to doing a squat, kicking your legs out into a push-up position, jumping back into the squat, and then jumping, and I touch the ceiling. So you jump into the air. So it's a series of kind of jump type moves. When I started doing that, it was tough. And I have determined that I'm going to exercise because in my old age, I want to be able to have balance, but if I fall down, to be able to get back up. So you have to be in some level of fitness to enjoy older living, hiking, being able to move with some agility even in old age. So I've got to do some exercises. I will always absolutely struggle with meaning in life because I think it's there. I see my own flailing around, but I also know for certain that the universe is personal because I am a person and I am part of this created order, which is so infinite that the great Blaise Pascal in the mid 1500s or something like that, one of the leaders of the Enlightenment, noted that we are trapped between infinities. We are in this middle area where there's an infinite depth to how small the universe, particles, particular things get, and the great vast space that seems infinite on the large scale. And we're trapped in the middle, and we can't know either because infinite. So he's one of my favorites. So this idea that there's meaning in life, I absolutely believe it is the height of foolishness for a person, and this is the great atheist debate, for a person to say the universe is impersonal. How stupid does it seem to me for a person to say impersonal? Yeah, excluding you, and you're important. The most important thing, as near as we can tell, in the entire universe. You are the most important thing in the entire universe because you're a person. It's not clear that rocks understand meaning or empty space or chemical compounds. You are the magical thing, the enchanted part of the world that matters. Enchantment's all around us. I believe in enchantment. The idea that there is some mystery that is beautiful and a little spooky. And I think it's God moving among us. God actually loves you and cares about you. So anyway, I did my exercises. This channel is going to move from just guitar, but I will always think that the guitar and me singing my own songs is going to be a thing. It's my hope for enjoyable money making, but small. I'm clearly not going to be too successful, but I'll keep going. So there's my blah, blah, blah later.